Hey, what's up, everybody? I'm going to get started in a second. How's everyone doing today? Let's put a poll in the chat while the water heats up. Boom. Poll in the chat. There we go. Poll today is, do you doodle? Okay, we got our coffee. We're all set. All right, we have a poll in the chat. Feel free to contribute your answer. I'm going to do some mixed media. I'm going to start with a blind contour drawing. Sorry if I say that every time. I'm kind of just saying it for new people. Welcome, welcome everybody. Today, I think I'm going to zoom this out just a little bit. Hey, thank you for the like. Today I'm going to be drawing a nefarious character from my childhood. And then we're going to paint, and then we're going to draw, and then we're going to paint again, and we're going to stamp. We're going to do all those things. Thanks for coming, everyone. Nice to see you. Like and subscribe really helps the channel. I am wearing my awesome cowboy hat that I made today. I got a little sketch of them on this post note. So I'm going to look at the sketch because I don't have a picture of this person. Because they always hide. And now I'm looking at the paper just to get the mouth right. And then we'll draw some eyebrow details. They have really thin eyebrows. They're pretty ugly. Then I'm going to draw their nasty stained old hoodie. Just kind of doodling. It's pretty quick sketch. And then they have this like big thing in their face. Hola. Hello, nice to see you. The rhythm guitarist. Nice to see you. Welcome to the chat. They do have dark colored hair, so maybe I'll just leave that for when I do gouache and stuff. So on that note, I'm gonna break out the tubes. Probably gonna put this coffee over here. Hey everybody, my name is ColorsDoodle. Welcome to the live stream. Got the palette all ready to go. Doing some gouache painting next. Moving pretty fast. Hope you're all having a good day. I got some sunlight today. Kind of just been relaxing in the porch area when I can. Looking at all the awesome wildlife. This morning there was like a bunch of bunny rabbits outside, and that was fun. They're very cute. They were eating like dandelions. Hey, what's up, Sophia? Welcome to the channel. Oh, let's see. No, those are the colors I use. And for those just joining us, we're doing an art piece based on despicable pieces of such and such. I mean, most of my artwork is about despicable people, but not all of it, actually. Trying to find a similar piece that I just kind of want to take some hints from. Welcome to the channel, everybody. If you're just joining us, my name is ColorsDoodle. Let's do like a little hand. Just kind of doodling. So I got my brush. Feel free to respond to our newest poll. Just do you like to doodle in your like sketchbook or wherever? I usually start out with like an ink contour sketch when I'm doing mixed media, and then I do some painting. Oh, I said I would stop mixing colors off camera. All right. What happens if we mix a little yellow in? back to what I had up. There we go. Just taking a look at some of my other artwork. Nice. Yeah, you show school and doodle on those test papers. And say like doodling and stuff while you learn is actually easier to retain information, which is cool. It's too much blue. I bet you make your teacher too. But you know, it's creative. You know, they should support your creativity. That's what teachers are there for. It's to support your mind and your growth. I also used to like doodle on my like assignments and stuff. Sorry about that sound. My therapist just texted me. It sounds like you've got a promising future as an artist. A lot of artists can't help but, you know, be creative all the time like that. Sorry you got a D though. That's no good. Keep trying, you'll get it. All right. Sometimes my teachers would like leave notes like, "What is this you're drawing?" Or "That's cool, but could you answer the questions?" Yeah, great. Reading is important. Reading is a great skill to be good at. I bet you're really good at reading, actually. I forgot to add my little thing that I do. Can't forget that. Draw a little ear. I bet you're better at those things than you give yourself credit, and those things take time to learn. And being good at reading will enable you to, learn more about those things. Literacy is the key to knowledge. Oh, that's too dark. Uh, yeah, this one. I've had that for 3 or 4 years. I love these brushes. These are the brushes I usually use. I use a Hake brush, this other Hake brush, and then these little tiny liner brushes. Yeah, it's my Hake brush. It's a Ron Ranson Hake brush from Cheap Joe's. You can find them online. Let's doodle up some hair. I'm going to start with like a kind of a grayish bluish wash. I've had this one so many years. It's like it used to be like it used to be this color, and then over the years it kind of just turned like sort of brackish brown gray. Speaking of which, I know I'm mixing colors off screen. I kind of got stuff in my lap. Let me get this back on. It's like my favorite brush to use for landscapes. Absolute favorite brush to use for landscapes. Yeah, it's going to get a lot more interesting too. I usually draw like really messed up caricatures of myself and other people. At least while I'm doing mixed media. And I also have like a few different styles. Like I do some cartooning. I have my own cartoon characters, like these little guys. I think we can use the. Oh no, that's fine. I'm very well aware that it's very funny looking. It's supposed to be funny. It's like taking like bad stuff in your life and just making fun of it. So feel free to laugh. It's fine. And this guy, you don't know him, but he is a joke. He is for sure a joke. He could have been much smarter, wiser, but he chose to be a joke. His eyes are kind of darkened from years of substance abuse. Let's draw that in too. Not so much blue though. A little bit of finger painting too. Let's put some like purple in there. Sorry. I think it needs a little bit more drawing. A little scribbly action. This guy doesn't really do his hair very much. Kind of not really on self-care, you know? Oh, that's too. Let's try to get like a nice little purple. But let's do red, because that's going to read a lot better. Read more clearly. All right. It's just a dried up piece of paint. I need to look at a car really quick. I don't really know too much about cars. Wow, this heat gun is super hot on my lap. I should probably not keep it there. All right, cool. Got the photo reference for the car I want to draw. I'm going to clean up this water. I'll be right back. All right, that's better. Let's take a drink of coffee. Let's do some more dots. Dot, dot, dot. Dot, dot, dot. Dot, 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 dot. Let's see. Start with the headlight. Try to do this quick. I like my art to be as immediate as possible. Perhaps because I have no patience, perhaps because I've been doing art for like my whole life. But we're just trying new things. It's all experimental. I'm already getting some ideas for how I want to have this all turn out. Draw like a flat tire. It's going to be like the outline essentially. I hope everyone's having a good day. It's a nice sunny day here. with the ColorsDoodle Studio. Yeah, I think that's enough drawing, at least for that part. Actually, let's draw some like treads on the tires. Why not? I need to clean off some space on my palette. Go with pretty blues and purples. Let's check the poll and see how that's going. People be doodling. Oh, sports. I skate. That's the closest I get to sports. But you know, like if I'm invited or something like that, I'll play like a game of soccer. I like soccer. I used to play like flag football, a little bit of soccer. Okay, let's take a look back at the reference photo. Okay. It's going to kind of like loosely paint in. Get good economy of brush strokes. Try to like maximize what we do with very few brush strokes. Do you play sports? Oh, that's interesting. Cool. It's good to be active. I mostly, instead of like playing sports, I usually just work out like 4 or 5 times a week. But sports is a great way to keep active. I should say sports are a great way to keep active. That's grammatically correct. Nice. Let's see. I want to get a little bit more dark green here. And then I like to make fire this way. And then I mix in a little bit of red and kind of just flick it on. Cool. And then I have to add the orange on the headlight area. I'm using gouache paints if anyone's curious. Oh, my eye just trying to touch my face while I'm painting. Nice. That's a lot of sports. You must be really good at sports too. Yeah, if you want to tell me about yourself, go for it. I like learning more about new people. Trying to expand my just who I'm talking to and get to know new people, you know? So I don't end up having to be friends with guys like this. Always appreciate people who share a little bit about themselves. I share a little bit about myself too when I can. Oh, that's all right. Tennis, gymnastics, cheer, flag, football, wrestling, lacrosse, soccer, basketball, tennis. Dang, you're quite the athlete. That's impressive. I've played a little bit of tennis. I wish I would have gotten more into it. It's very fun and fast paced. I used to do like martial arts too, but not so much anymore. Mostly just skate now. I've heard lacrosse is really fun. It looks really cool too. Switching brushes. Let's see, what else? What else? What else? Let's put these back in the baggie. I like to put my art supplies back at when I'm done with them whenever I remember to. let's paint up a chessboard sort of motif. I gotta make sure my brush has a really good sharp edge to it. So that's not what I'm looking for. Oh, kind of works. There we go. Just kind of letting my mind wander and reminisce about things. All right, let's mix up some more colors. Yeah, I never got into like cheer and stuff like that. Let's see, I like to mix a little, when I make like smoke clouds in my drawings, I usually mix these colors and then a little bit of blue just to cool it down a little bit, like so. Oh. It's a little dark. Want it to be lighter so I can do stuff with the pattern inside of my, like that. And then later on, we're going to get into some stamping and some marker art. Oop. I do this while it's like halfway dry. Boop, boop, boop. Little tiny patterns in my art. Peace out. Thanks for coming and joining the stream. Like and subscribe. Nice talking to you. Just little swirls. We'll draw some like chess figures on here. Random squares. Bye. a good time. I like coffee. I like a whole lot. Okay, let's mix up some more colors. My name's ColorsDoodle. ColorsDoodle. Let's draw like a little chess figure driving the car. Ooh, it's been a while since I played chess. Chess queen. Oh, it's the one with the little. A little knight in the back seat. Let's see if we can like doodle some puke on his sweatshirt. We'll have brown chunks. Then I gotta do this whole thing. It looks pretty much like the little sketch we did. All right. Yeah, I wanted to make another blow up doll. We'll just have it go through the whole painting. I think I'll take a 5-minute break too. Break. The usual 5-minute break. How many minutes have we been going for? Yeah, about an hour. I usually take a break at around an hour. Just washing out my brushes. Where did I put that trusty pen of mine? Where, oh, where could it be? Man, this is a thing about me is I just put stuff down and then I somehow manage to hide it so well within the few seconds of it leaving my eyesight. I'm like picking up all these brushes and putting them down and stuff. And that's my only pen too, at least of that kind. I just use that thing too. Oh, it's over here now. Okay. I just want to re-outline something. And then dot, 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 dot. That's how I draw facial hair, or paint and draw at the same time. Dot, 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 dot. And then this guy thinks of himself in some pretty grandiose ways, so we're going to be right back. Coffee. Be right back, y'all. Be good. Okie dokie. Back to where I was painting. I had some ideas while I was taking a break for this painting. And different brush. It's too dark again. There we go. Neighbors have anger issues. Can't relate. Well, let's draw another baggie in the corner. Oh, that's still a little dark. Let that dry a bit more. Then we can start putting in some detail. Got the metallic marker back in action. Let these hubcaps kind of bare so I could use this awesome metallic marker. I like to use it to just give little accents to my piece. Dot, 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 dot. Same with this marker. It's like one of my favorite markers, this ivory. And we'll finger paint just a little bit. Before we break out these. Oh, I should probably use this a little bit more too. Acrylic markers dry super fast. And then we can take this tiny marker and we can start outlining our chess pieces. If they're dry. Yep. Just kind of doodling. I don't know if you can see like this stuff on the side I'm drawing. And then we'll use a bigger marker now. I'm just making sure nothing's on the bottom of my hand. Move over this way a little bit so everyone can see. A little bit more drawing. I did a little short where I'm like doing this kind of technique. Like mixing finger paint with markers. It's fun. Just makes your hands all dirty. Oh no, that doesn't belong there. There we go. All right. If you've never tried out Posca markers, they're super fun. I recommend it. Now we're going to dry so we can layer. Try and keep this pen around so that I can remember where I put it. I like set it down a few minutes ago and just lost track of it. All right. Now I'm going to do some stamping. Of course, my stamp pad is completely dry. All right, 1 second. This is where I add like a typographic element to my artwork. That's very fun. Whoop. Whoops, a doozy. Just you and me will know that I just spilled my ink on my artwork. To everyone else, they'll probably just think it's kind of intentional. All right, need to clean this up. Go ahead and name this piece the Trafficker. Just making sure I'm all centered. All right. right, I'm going to take my dishes back to the sink really quick. Maybe wash the things off my hands. That's looking about the way I imagined. Oh, let's see. Okay. Alright. Just a reminder, any similarities to real life persons or events are completely coincidental. If you think this is you, maybe put down the pipe for a second. Purely coincidental. I wish I remembered his license plate so I could put that on the truck. Then we're just going to keep layering stuff. Just keep on layering stuff. Do. Just find my my words. Ah. Okay. Yeah, A. I should have y'all just like help me pick out my little stamps. Do, do, do. Just thinking what I want. Let's draw another little tiny band-aid like on the car. I like little tiny band-aids and following the rule of 3. I feel I just want one more of these dolls in there. I don't know if I have enough space to draw another one. think I'll have anger coming out of his mouth. Man, I'm getting hungry. Like my neighbor, this fellow has a little bit of anger issues. Can't take a joke either. I want to go like Hong Kong or something, just to be silly. Oh man, it's such a pain to put these all back in the box once I get them out. All right, got my layers together. Hong Kong. Hey, thank you for the like, whoever that was. Appreciate you. Feel free to come and say hello. See, listen to that. Big old angry Chungus. Slamming doors and stuff. I want to add more like, there's a lot of gray and black and white in this piece. I want to add more color. And I'll put these back later. I know I said I like to put them back all my art supplies after I use them, but I want to finish this piece. Maybe a few more stamps. No. I just had to add another one. I am sorry. This ruins the piece. Oh, it's okay. That looks cool. Then more drying time. Yay! Watching paint dry. Just some little chest-like details or something. All right. Almost done. If you like what you saw today, like and subscribe. This is not my only art style. If you think this is weird, it's supposed to be weird. It's supposed to be funny and weird. And this guy that I'm painting, he can't take a joke, so this is why I'm doing this. But I mean, all resemblances to real life people and events are completely coincidental in my art. That's what I meant to say. Let's give these ladies some makeup. Beautiful. Laying out my stamps again. I just keep having ideas as I'm painting. Because I didn't, a consequence of not putting back my art supplies is this. I can't find anything. Okay, I need one more there. There it is. Put this aside, put this aside too. There's nowhere to put that. And then Stolen labor. I do not like a labor thief. Let's draw a little sicky in his mouth, why not? Don't smoke. Smoking sucks. It's a bad habit and you will get addicted to it. Just a little disclaimer. That's not going to work. Going to have to use this one. And then where did I put my other set of markers? Another thing that I've just kind of lost track of. Are they with me? Let's see, where are they? Did I put them away? Nah, I didn't put them away. There's no way. Oh, they're right here. Okay. Out of sight, out of mind, right? Okay, so we got some alcohol markers. We're going to keep on layering. I think I want his nose to be a little bit redder. Chisel. These alcohol markers layer so nicely on top of the gouache and the Posca and stuff. I think that is pretty done. I like that. Just the way it is. All right. And if you're watching the VOD or you're still around, like and subscribe really helps the channel grow. Add some little detail. It's looking mighty cool. I think his lips could use a little bit more alcohol marker. Let's make him look like a gooner. You want to know how we're going to do that? Just add some like stains. I know I said I was going to wrap it up, but I just want to put a pertinent name. There it is. Then I need the letter that I'm looking for is right here. That's the wrong letter, silly. That's not an H. That's an H. What in tarnation? I think that's pretty cool. Could say it's even pretty dope. Sweet. I'm all done. I'll put this back later. I don't care. Do not care. I'm hungry. I want to go get some food. There we go. All right. We are all done. Oh, I just keep thinking of cool things to add. Cool. I'm satisfied with that. Bye. I'll post this up later.